Alrighty, welcome back. We had some technical difficulties, so this is part 2 of our review of Jailbreak by Thin Lizzy. Can't remember if it was Jailbreak or the boys are back in town. But yeah, we are on track 4, Romeo and the Lonely Girl, I think. Or did you still have the rest of your review?
Nope, I still had Running Back.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I liked the saxophone part. This sounded, and this might be because of other different factors, but it sounded like a sitcom intro with an electric guitar solo, and I was loving it.
Yeah.
8.5 for those who missed.
Yeah, that was the exact vibe I had. I really was like, yeah, this is like too many cooks. And that is just one big sitcom bit, you know? So now we'll go to track 4, Romeo and the Lonely Girl. I give this a 7 out of 10.
I gave this a 7.5 out of 10.
I give this one an 8.
Yeah, off rip, it's just kind of like strange. It's not strange musically or anything like that. It's just strange based on what we've heard on this album. And then it kind of just breaks into the rest of the song with a regular fun jive. Other than that, it's just really good drumming throughout this, and the same good Thin Lizzy stuff.
Yeah, the reason I really like this track is I feel like some of the parts of it really allow some of the vocals to shine through. You know, they have some bits and pieces in there that are like really pulled back, and that's always going to get some extra points for me because it's cool. And I feel like they do a really good job of kind of letting everybody shine on this album. So yeah, I think this one was pretty fun.
Yeah, I agree that this track is good, but I kind of almost disagree with Logan, your note about it being not weird musically. I feel like the electric guitar part feels a little out of place on this song. Not like in a bad way, just almost like it doesn't belong.
Oh, I meant like it's not like a weird, bizarre off scale. You know, they weren't like, we're gonna go Egyptian at the start.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a culmination of weird things. Oh my god, I need to restart. It is a weird thing because it is a culmination of normal things that are put together that shouldn't be.
Now, that being said, I do think this song would be really weird without that electric guitar part. So it definitely needed to be there. I feel like with it being missing, it would be like only good for maybe the background of a TV show or something. But with that part, it actually works much better. And even though I did like the song, I think for this format specifically, the repeating Poor Romeo part at the end goes on a little bit too long, but in like a live setting, it would be great. It'd be the perfect amount of that. So no points were taken off for that reason.
All right. Cool. We will go to track 5, Warriors. I gave this a 7 out of 10.
Gave it an 8.
I gave it a 7, and I will get this out of the way.
No.
That is also what mine was, but due to circumstances beyond our
Yeah.
control, I will talk. All right. It's a weird track because this made me realize how good of musicians everyone in this band is, because they're essentially playing smooth classic rock, and I don't know how that makes sense. Everything, it feels like a jazz player's approach to classic rock, so they're staying 100% within their rules, but they're like, we're going to touch every rule we can, and they do.
It's really, really cool. I love the guitars in this track. I love jazz, and you can really feel the jazz influence through like all of it. It's super cool, and I do love that right after the let's show off the vocals track, they're immediately back to, okay, now we have to show off the guitars again. I think the solos are super cool from like the entire band going on like throughout this whole album. So yeah, I had a fun time with this one. It's really good.
I had mine. Thumbs
Oh,
up plus.
oh, you're
Yeah.
not gonna talk. Ooh.
I didn't write anything down, otherwise I would.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I say I had a very hard time with writing down notes for some of these songs because I was just enjoying my time with the album.
A lot of these songs are just 4/4 trucking, man. You're just, you're just going, and
I'm hauling a tractor trailer.
exactly. There ain't nothing wrong with it because this was the era when explorative meant you didn't make radio, and I mean, frankly, these are very explorative songs for what they are, and just a masterclass of music for at the time, you know, in the 70s.
Yeah, I think I have notes on other songs where it's some of these songs don't even sound like the same band sometimes. The problem is this track we're on right now was not that at all. It was like, this is, I think, I would almost say one of the most standard ones we have on this album. That and Angel from the Coast, I think.
I think I both agree and disagree with you. I agree that they are more plain songs, but I don't think they're standard songs.
I guess standard for this band, not like
See, I
standard
don't
in,
think-
in a grander sense.
To me, the standard for this band is like The Boys Are Back in Town, that style of rock. These are off songs that are just weird. I think what they really wanted to do.
I think I would agree with that if the rest of the album supported that. But
I
Boys
will
Are Back in
say-
Town are like almost a one-off on this album.
You haven't listened to Chinatown.
We can. That's the only Thin Lizzy album I own.
That's the one you have. A lot of their stuff is
Mm.
very similar to their other rock stuff. The more grandiose, epic guitar stuff with the multi-layers. But I think you get a lot more of that on here. This is also a fairly early on. It's within their first, like, 3, I think.
Yeah.
Let me go look. Oh, no, I'm way off on that one. Holy crap.
7.
1, 2, 3,
Well, I guess that
4,
one's
5,
the same.
6.
Yeah, 6.
See, it's number 6, but damn, it's just smack dab in the middle. I have not heard a couple of those. Huh. Yeah, this is, to me, a less standard song for them. But this one especially is very much jazz influenced, whereas the other ones are just that kind of sort of, you can tell, 4/4 driving rock. Yeah, we'll go to track 6 here. The Boys Are Back in Town. Gave it a 10.
Dan.
10. All around.
Yeah, what hasn't been said about this song? Guitars are killer. Vocals are memorable. Leads are also memorable. They're also great. Look, man. It's just a good song. The bass is here. I haven't talked about that guy yet. Not because he's bad, just because he's killing it.
His song isn't up yet. We still got a couple before we get there.
That is true. This is the only time I think a bass player will ever probably get docked points for just being like the driving, pick the root note, follow the melody, whatever. Because everyone is just doing everything, and the bass player's like, I'm gonna keep it in time.
All right, yeah. I agree with you, Logan. What has been said about this song, it is truly one of those like timeless classics. I don't think we're ever gonna get tired of it. It's always gonna make you feel things, and that's what's like great about it. When a track can, pull emotion out of you, like it makes you want to go steal a shopping cart while downing a bottle of Tito's or something. I don't know. Getting rough and rowdy with the boys. Yeah, it was great the whole time, as it's always been.
I know what we're doing after this.
I say, I'm the Family Guy cutaway gag.
Yeah. You all said all of it. The only thing that wasn't said is this is going to make me sound really stupid, but somehow I did not know this song was Thin Lizzy until this week.
Huh.
I don't know how. Like, I don't think it wasn't that I thought it was somebody else. I think I just never thought about who sang the song.
That's fair. Yeah. All right. We'll go on to track 7, Fight or Fall. I give this a 7.5.
I gave it a 7.
7.5.
Look, this one had another kind of off intro. It just reminded me like Ween. That was the the vibe of this album or this song, and I was here for it. I genuinely forgot this was on this album. I listen to this album quite a bit. It's a fun listen. I like it. And I always forget about this song being on here because it's just like a soft rock jam, but it's such a vibe.
Yeah, it is truly a vibe, and for me, it earned kind of some of its points here because I feel like it helps with the pacing of the album. I think this is in a pretty good spot right after a super hyped up, song makes you get rough and rowdy. You need a little bit of a break, get a slow rock jam, pretty good.
See, that's where we disagree a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I think placement-wise, it's probably almost in the right spot, but I think Boys Are Back in Town is in the wrong spot. I would put that at like the second or third track, and then maybe move this one up one, and I think you've got a perfect pacing. Because I think it does need a break, and this song gives you that break and is a great song. Just after that track, and maybe it's because we've heard it our entire lives, and this is like the one that we all know, or that most people would know off this album, but I don't know. I think having it this song after The Boys Are Back in Town is almost criminal. But it would go after one of the high energy songs. It does need to, but I think it's that one specifically that I have a problem with. And it's not a problem that's going to affect pacing that much.
Mm-hmm.
Or pretty much at all.
All right, we'll go to track 8, Cowboy Song. Gave this a 7 out of 10.
Gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
I give this one an 8.5.
I can understand why. This one's super fun. The guitars and chorus are absolutely killer in this one. The solos sound awesome. Love the bass, love the guitars, and it just keeps everything pushing forward the whole time, and that drive is something super special.
Yeah, they brought the energy right back up. This is the bass song, by the way, that I was talking about. Love the bass line in this. I had my score about where you guys did, and then I looked down and realized this was a longer than 5-minute track, and when I saw how much it didn't feel like that, I bumped it up a whole point for that.
I
Yeah.
did not register that this was a 5-minute track.
It's like it's like 5:20 or something.
It's 5 minutes and 4 seconds,
Is it?
I think. At least that's when I looked down on my phone, which I was very quick into it. And we'll do this. Boom, boom,
Just
bop,
check
boom,
it.
bop.
But either way, when I saw 5, I was like, that's impressive that this felt like 2.
My bad. It is 5 minutes and 14 seconds. I missed the 1. But yeah, look, I think the other thing you guys haven't hit is there's a really cool like pullback section in this. Very good. And then I couldn't figure out if this was the same key as Boys Are Back in Town, or if it was a different key but the same like numerical chord progression. But something in there was tinging with me. I was like, that's funny. It didn't change anything. Just a funny tidbit. All right. We will go to track 9, Emerald. Gave this a 7 out of 10.
I also gave it a 7 out of 10.
I gave it an 8.
Look, man, them drums was going crazy on the hi-hats. I guess my only problem with this song was how the vocal cadence actually interacted with the track behind it. The cadence earlier, I talked about how he doesn't exactly sing in perfect 4/4, which works a lot of the time. It's a very cool feel thing. This one, it just didn't work. It was just off, and it was fine. Like halfway through the song, it fixed itself somehow. It's that, or he started singing in time. But for the beginning of the song, it's just very out of time, and then eventually there's no more lyrics, and they just jam out. So.
That was when I decided it was a good ending, because the first part I was like, how are they going to end with this? And then there's like a 2-minute jam guitar solo. I'm like, yeah, that's how they're going to do it. That's great.
Cool.
Yeah, no notes.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell. I forgot that we were doing this. Yeah, Emerald. I forgot to do this when we did our scores. I gave it a thumbs up. I just was kind of bored with this one. I'm so sorry. I thought I gave it the thumbs up and I was so zoned out.
That was, oh my gosh. That was diabolical. I thought you were like, what are we doing here? Where are the cameras?
He had me convinced for a second that he went first, and I just forgot it in the last 30 seconds.
Oh gosh. See, I forget a lot. You know, just be like,
That was the
you did
confidence of
go.
an ignorant man.
All right, we will go straight to pacing. Gave this a 9.
I gave it an 8.
I gave it a 9. I truly think that what I said earlier with Boys Are Back in Town being track 2 and I forget what it was, the slow song going up like 1, this would be a perfect 10 on pacing.
Yeah, look, 35 minutes, 9 songs. All enjoyable, all jams. I regularly listen to this album. I don't have a complaint. I really think my only wish would be maybe half the songs could use a little bit more like of another verse or something like that, but I am also a big guitar player, so I'm fine without them. I'd say 95% of the time.
Yep, this is a super easy listen. It's super short too. My only complaint was I wish it was just a little bit longer. So that was really it. Other than that, it's paced really well.
Yeah, go do album art. I'm gonna go load up a list. Of
Yeah, that's probably for the best. All right, so we're gonna go to album art. I gave this an 8 out of 10.
I gave it a 9.
Album art. Oh, I gave this one a 10.
Yeah. Look, it's a good album art. I think this is probably the least understandable for a rating for anyone to explain. It's a picture, and I like it.
Oh no, I get it because that's basically my reason too. Because I think it's really cool. I love like seeing the 4 guys kind of like inside the TV. It's just a really cool piece of art. Like it's a really cool picture. So yeah, it gets 9 points.
Same reasoning, but I give it 10 points because I think it's very identifiable album art.
Yeah. I've known this album. I mean, the second I saw it sitting there, I was like, oh, I know that album. But yeah, we'll go to our album overall. I gave this album an 8.5.
I gave this album an 8.
I gave it an 8.5.
I'll bump mine up to an 8.5 too. Let's give it a definitive.
Through and through, it's good. I don't think there's a single bad song on here. If you want to talk about skippability of anything, we're talking at most, the last 15 seconds of a song. And that's not even, but maybe 1 or 2 tracks.
I don't think there's anything on here that's skip worthy.
I would say I wouldn't skip anything unless I'm just in a hurry to really listen to something next and I have a time crunch that I can be listening to music on. But I think it's just really good, man. Go listen to everyone else's reviews of this too. It's been out for so dang long that everyone else has talked about it, and you can hear their reasons why too.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, this is just a bit of a killer showcase of musicianship. They're super good at what they do. The songs are super fun. One of them has, become ultra super famous. Everybody knows it. So, yeah, it's just an overall really good album, especially for the time.
Yeah. I don't know what else hasn't been said. This album is great, and I'm very happy we listened to it this week. I'm probably going to get it for the shelf behind us.
Yeah, I think I've bought this album on CD and cassette like 6 separate times, and I need to stop buying it. It's one of those things that I always see it somewhere for like $1. I'm like, oh, Thin Lizzy, heck yeah, and I buy it. And then I have so many copies now. All right.
That's fair.
What are we listening to next week now that you've found it?
Yeah. Sorry about that. We forgot to do here to pick. Next week, we will be listening to Love Jones by They. This was suggested on the TikTok video from, like, at this point, months ago. Still working our way through that. And send us more. We're going to run out sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit the like. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons, and then head down to the comments and drop your favorite albums, artists, EPs, and songs for us to review in an upcoming video. We will check it out, and we will see you next time.
See what happens when we mess up and don't pick.
Bye.
Whole feng shui's off, man.